Hi, I'm Kelby Hargrove here reviewing Repo Men, directed by Mikhail Sapochnik and written for the screen by Eric Garcia and Garrett Lerner. Repo Men is an action thriller that takes place in the near future where Repo Men won't just take back your car or your home if you miss a couple payments, but they'll actually take back your organs. And if those happen to be important organs, then that sucks. The story focuses around Jude Law's character Remy, who is a former soldier slash all around badass who works for a big evil company, and you can tell it's a big evil company because it has a big evil company name, the Union. They make and sell, and if necessary, reclaim these organs. Remy is a husband and father whose wife is pressuring him to get out of his bloody and violent job for a more boring, stable job in sales. A main point of friction between Remy and his wife is Remy's lifetime partner and friend Jake, played by Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker. Jake loves his job as a repo man, and he loves working with Remy, and he doesn't want to see any of it change. It's only after an unfortunate accident on the job that Remy is forced to take a long, hard look at his life, the company he works for, and the work that they do. Jude Law plays Remy a little bit too pleasantly for me. He just wasn't cold enough for me to believe he spent his entire life surrounded by combat and death. I mean, I didn't take a body count, but like just his character, it's pretty high up there. This was Jude Law's action movie, for sure. He focused a lot on nailing the fight scenes and getting in just really unbelievable shape, and he's running on about 70% acting power. Forrest Whitaker seems to really enjoy his role as Jake, and it's really fun to watch just because, Forrest Whitaker's a great actor and it's fun to watch him work. But you never expect to see Forrest Whitaker really enjoying beating the hell out of people. Wasn't a side I was prepared to see, but I saw it. And it's really fun. It's really you believe that character a lot. A major problem I had with the story of the movie was the relationship between Remy and his wife Carol. It ends in separation within like the first 30 minutes of the movie, and when I say it ends, I mean it ends. Like they barely talk about it after that point. If your main character is having marital problems, you have to spend time on that. That is a movie rule. It's in the book. Whenever Liev Schreiber, who was recently in Wolverine Origins, but I'm not going to hold that against him, and I don't think you should either, plays the quintessential evil boss, and he's one of my favorite evil bosses ever. He's just very casual about his job and the violence surrounding him, and it's really off-putting in these situations. It provides its own kind of comic relief to just see how he doesn't really seem to care very much about what's going on around him. He acts like this very serious, very bloody ordeal that Remy is going through is all just a simple matter of paperwork, and the scary part is that's kind of the reality of it. Alice Braga plays Beth, one of the Union's unfortunate targets. Braga plays the role as best she can, but she just wasn't given much to work with. The character wasn't fleshed out. It seemed like she was there a lot of the time just to talk to Jude Law's character when he was on the lam, and it really just didn't work for me. Remy and Beth's relationship is supposed to progress very quickly emotionally, or at least that's what it says in the script, but I just didn't see it on the screen. The music for the film was fantastic, I thought. A lot of the scenes are coupled with music that seems out of place, such as the first time we see Remy actually cut somebody open. He's listening to smooth jazz while it happens. And in another scene towards the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Remy and Beth have to cut each other open and actually scan their organs while they're inside them. So like stick scanners up in there and get a barcode reading or something. And the way that this scene was shot and filmed, and the lighting, and especially the music, are a lot more appropriate for a sex scene than this kind of surgery that's going on. And it really captured the strange intimacy of that moment, which is cool because it was the only time I saw that intimacy between those two characters. The first half of the movie might feel a little bit slow, but it picks up the pace pretty well after that, pretty gracefully. And the second half of the movie, I think, is exciting and ultimately satisfying. The fact that, another spoiler alert here, a big chunk of the end of the movie was actually a fantasy in Remy's head, kind of makes you wonder about that guy. Because the fight scenes, the gore, the sheer brutality ramp up considerably once Remy straps on his invincible action hero pants. If you've ever wondered what it's like to see a nice English guy like Jude Law and a chubby black guy like Forrest Whitaker just beat the hell out of some people, then yeah, this is your movie, for sure. The fight scenes get pretty brutal, brutal with one of those little umlauts over the U, you know, the dot thing. Whatever, man, it's heavy. The only scene that I was really disappointed in was the one that everyone was waiting for. Since the first scene of this movie, you pretty much realize that Remy and Jake, Jude Law and Forrest Whitaker, are going to get in a fight at some point. Unfortunately, this fight is short, boring, doesn't deliver. I was really disappointed by it. All in all, this is a B-list action movie with completely passable acting that wanted to be about as introspective as like Minority Report. Knew it wasn't going to hit that mark and just like swerved off onto let's shower the audience with brutality and gore like the front row of a Gwar concert or something. And a lot like a Gwar concert, you come out surprisingly enjoying yourself. It's a C for sure. Go see it in theaters. I wouldn't hold it against you if you waited for the rental, but it's worth a watch for sure. So this has been my review of Repo Men. I hope you liked it. Thanks.